So let's say that instead of trying to go for distance or speed, you want to go for looks. And you're not happy with a regular looking dragster, so maybe you want the Millennium Falcon with the Rebel wheels. Or maybe you are a Batman fan and you want the Batmobile, complete with machine guns up front. I didn't just draw these things up off the top of my head. I found a way to cheat the system a little bit, and I'll show you how I did that. So if I pick out one of my parts, one thing that you'll notice on, I think it's sketch 2 here, I found on Google some kind of a drawing that showed a side profile. And in the case of the Millennium Falcon, it showed not just the side profile, but also a top view. Top, bottom, left, right. So I could come in here after I dropped in the picture and sketch on top of that picture whatever I wanted to draw. I can make a circle about the right size, get it lined up just so, and then make some modifications after that. Let's say I want a rectangle that pops out there, maybe a triangle that starts here, ends up over here somewhere. This is going to take a little bit more of the trial and error. It's going to take a little more of the trimming and getting things into place. But you're also going to have to make sure this is all going to fit. You can kind of see how this is starting to come out. And if I went to extrude for just this one part, hopefully it'll do this. It might not like that at all. Nope, didn't like that. I'd have to make this visible. There we go. I could add material to that. So let's cancel that for a second. Let's undo everything I just did. And let's just start a brand new part. 2D sketch right here. So let's say I go to Google and I want to make the Ghostbuster car. It's easy to get distracted by all these pictures that look kind of like what you want. You really want a straight on view though, so I like to put in the word profile. That way I have a better chance of getting one of these views. So let's go ahead and save that. And I'll just put this in my downloads and call this Ghostbuster. And it's the Ecto 1. Go back into Inventor. Here, I'm still going to start off the same way as the other one. So I have whatever size sheet I'm giving you for the year. Let's say it's a 16 by 12 sheet. This is all the material you're being given. So after you have that, then go up here to where you have your image. Actually, let's cancel for just a second. Let's extrude this. So you have the 0.125. Typically it's going to be an 1/8 inch. I might find some thinner stuff. We'll see. We'll make a new sketch on this, and now that we have that, we're going to put a new image, and I put that in my downloads folder, Ghostbusters, and now I have a picture. If I want to make this bigger, I can just grab a corner and drag it. I can also choose to dimension it as if it was an actual shape. So if I wanted this to be 5 inches, it's going to scale everything to be 5 inches tall. Let's click and drag, get it about where you want it, and from here you can kind of figure out some other things about it. If I want to just focus on the wheels, I can say, alright, there's my center. I still have to use the same requirements as everybody else with the wheels, so the dowel rods I'm using, 0.625, may not look exactly like these, but it'll be close enough. Okay, after I know how big the wheel is, I can assume the two wheels are the same. I can just choose to click and drag this picture and make another part of the body. So now I can just focus on this side here. If I want to add depth to it, I can make the middle part where all of this stuff is a different outline than the middle part, or than the outside part, like what I did here with the Batmobile. So I wanted this body to be in lower than the rest of it. I didn't want it to have the same shape all the way across like this, although that still would have looked cool. I think this looks a little bit nicer. So I have one piece that just has the machine guns on it. I have another one piece that just has the body on it. I have another one piece that has these little air intake valves on it. And some of it ended up getting covered up, so the fenders covered up the details I put in over here. So I might go back and change that later. I chose to make the wheels instead of just one thickness. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think, wheels in here. And I added some texture to it by having one of the wheels have a shape cut out of it. And when I went to assemble them, I just took the exact same wheel and gave it a just a little bit of a turn, so that those would be in between. So these two are the same. That one's just turned enough that it's right in between the two. And as I go to put this together, I just hot glue this all up as one big blob, one big fat wheel in the back. Okay, you do still want to make this where it can be powered by a rubber band. So you still have to have something in the middle. Let's finish this sketch so I can show you. You do have to have something here that's going to hold on to the rubber band. So that was my catch on the Millennium Falcon. And then I had something on the axle. I think that's actually the something. Let me see. Yep, that's my hook on the axle to grab the rubber band. Just got pushed to the side for some reason. Normally that'd be in here. If you look on my actual one, you can see it. So that as I go to wind this up, these wheels will wind, and then when I set it down on the ground, they would unwind and hopefully push the car forward. I will warn you, if you go with a nice looking car, the wheels are oftentimes too small to actually push it forward, and the rubber band unwinds just a little bit too fast. So it's not very impressive as a speed demon, but it does look pretty cool if you're just cutting it out to put on your shelf. So that's my bit on that, and good luck to you.